Let there be war. During a siege, once the city's fortification has fallen, units in a sea garrison start taking damage. You might see what that's all about in a moment, because we're at war with the Allayi. They decide that they had enough of me and declared war on me. Which is great, it means I can take all their cities, because they're weaker than me. So, I'm at war with the Allayi, and there's an army apparently of his units right there. So apparently he's decided to siege my city of West Street over here. And he's apparently going to attack me right from the get-go. So that's actually kind of bad, but whatever. Alright, so here's something I can possibly do. I could actually try and hold out and not attack him. And I'm actually going to do that. We're just going to let my militia here get killed because I'm not really in a position to attack this guy just yet. So he's just going to crush my guys here and off. They take it back my city. So they captured Worcester from me. When I get the chance, I want to move these guys possibly to make their attack. But for now, I need to let them heal up a little bit and then I'll attack this guy after. These guys are going to be kind of slow getting back, but whatever. Alright, well. They took one of my cities. But he's going to attack me out here, so this is actually a better favorable battle for me because he's basically going to have to deal with all these guys and he's attacked my main army, so here we go. The first battle of the Allayi, so to speak. Technically the second, but whatever. Alright, so something to know about this battle here. He's basically got, these are like his main units, are basically called Seekers. They're really cavalry units, kind of like mine. Here's his hero, it's a ranged guy. And he's got these special guys called Haunts, which are basically minor faction units that can fly. They're very dangerous because if they attack first, they do a lot of damage to me. So it's in my interest to attack these guys quickly, the Haunts. And I want you guys maybe to go back a little bit. Basically how this is going to work, I'm going to try and wreck his guys. Now I might use some loots here because basically they have a really big army. So it's unlikely I'm not going to take any casualties from this battle. And some of my guys are already injured to begin with, so that's another thing to note. But I do have a lot of units. I can probably wreck this guy pretty well if I'm lucky. Alright, and I also got these reinforcements coming as well. Okay, these guys are going to go up here to attack these guys. I want basically all these guys to go over for them, maybe. And basically here's how it's going to sort of work. We're going to basically attack these guys with basically everything on the front end over here. These Haunts need to go first because they're like really dangerous because of this ability they have called Chain Lightning. They'll basically cause damage to adjacent towers that they basically hit. So if they attack first, if they were to attack this guy, they basically hit all these guys, say over here for example, with Chain Lightning Blast. So I want to basically avoid that. So there's the first attack. There's their Seekers coming over here. So we're going to do a big, defensive splash on these guys. Ouch! Nothing. Oh well. There's the Hans taking some damage from melee-wise. So I'm tying up the Haunt Spirit basically by having my Dawnrays go after them. Ow. There's the Haunt's taking some damage there. There's one Haunt down. There's some Seekers taking some damage there. Alright, that worked out pretty well. I'm gonna have these guys to rush up to attack these guys over here. You'll attack here. I'm gonna have these guys sort of focus on attacking the Allayi here over here a little bit. You're gonna attack the Haunt. You can. Tactical planning, it's a thing. Well, I did no damage, that kind of sucks, but I should have reduced attack this guy over here. Oh, they ran a little bit too far, these guys. They're now out in the open where they can get attacked very easily. Well, this is going to be a nice big splash of damage again. There we go. Our big giant is taking a lot of hits here, which is nice, because I wanted to take the hits. There's the Haunt staying messed up. As well as their hero over there. Would be nice to finish that guy off, but oh well. And it looks like the Mush are going to get to attack this Haunt here a little bit. So here goes the Haunt. There's the Dregs finally attacking. Alright, I want basically all the archers to focus on hitting this guy up here. I want these guys to hit the Allayi here over here perhaps a little bit, so we'll try doing that. Let's try this. Oops, they attacked these guys over here, the Dawn officers over here. There we go, that guy's dead. The Giant's gonna take some more hits, that's fine. My Militia's apparently gonna get attacked here, that's fine too. That should be it for the Allayi here at this point, so that's good. Finish it! Ah, they missed. Hopefully these guys will finish it. There we go. Hey, we stunned these guys. That's cool. Alright, these guys can move maybe over here. I want some focus on these guys back here a little bit, so we'll try doing that. I'm actually going to get through this battle without any casualties, amazingly enough. Nice little bit of damage there to those guys. Down they go. And damn, that guy's alive by a little sliver of health. But these guys should finish him off. Oh, Titan missed. And I'll finish this guy off with one blast. So there you go. The first battle, real battle. Complete crush of their army. Without any losses of all things. Now, here's something I note, by the way. Basically, when looking at like enemy cities, the little fort here means that there's basically fortification, and that's basically how much like defense like units inside the city will have if you attack it. But I can walk over here and just retake my city easily enough. I'll note, by the way, much like Endless Space, there's like a ownership bar, which is at 8% there. Basically, when you capture a city, you don't automatically have ownership over a city. You actually have to recapture, sort of. So if I attack this right now, I'll just retake it. And I'll notice I have 92% control, because that's basically, you know, my control over the city again. It's kind of annoying that they attack me like that. Whatever. I'll make them pay for it. Let's do that. Now I can slowly start moving towards their territory, I guess, so we'll start doing that, I guess. You apparently leveled up, so we can maybe boost up his natural resources, which is our industry skill. Improve our peaceful relations and create an alliance for better face future challenges. So this guy, he's basically really strong, and it might benefit me to do this alliance with him, but giving him an alliance will let him get closer to diplomatic victory, so I actually want to get some stuff from him, perhaps, before I do it. So I'm going to look in here and see what he's got. He's basically got some stuff here. I could pick up some, you know, technologies from him, perhaps. Let's pick up bread and circuses from him. And maybe I'll trade a little bit of dust for him. So I'll pay a little bit of dust and, you know, take bread and circuses for the alliance with him. There we go. So good can be done with our mission by creating an alliance. We agree. So, with alliance is basically how this sort of works. He doesn't automatically go to war with the Allayi because, you know, I'm an ally with him now. He's still basically at, you know, peace with this guy over here. But the thing to know about the, you know, being an ally of, like, the Drakken here, it means that I basically have, like, you know, some advantages with him. So basically, here's basically what I can do. Allies earn influence for each unit killed in battle against an ally's opponent. So basically, if I kill anyone who's at war with him, I basically get boost for it. I also gain a certain amount of influence per turn, with this amount increasing if alliance lasts. I also get like map exchange and shared vision with this guy, so I can see where he sees, and he can't like close his borders to me anymore. So basically, I see his entire territory now. I see all his units wherever they are, and I probably got a spy still over here, so that's, you know, a thing. He also sees what I see, by the way. That's what it means to be allies. But anyhow, we're just going to tromp through the Allayi over here, I think. We're going to take all 4 of his territories and add them to my own, so I would say. To be honest, these territories really suck in the grand scheme of things, but whatever. And what would be the fastest way for you to get over maybe here? To be honest, I probably don't need the second army to come over at this point anymore, so... Really the only reason I'm bringing these guys back now is basically to upgrade them when I get to the next era, which is, you know, coming up, the next technology here. Alright, Wormier. Let's build up, let's build up a borough street over here, perhaps. And I'll build all this stuff over here just to get more dust from the main capital over here. And you know, it's funny. Basically, because I have this guy's sight, I can actually see far into his territory. So I actually see, like, you know, all his territory over here. I can see he's got 4 units over here, and he's got 6 units in his capital. You know, let's try and trade with someone. I want to try and get to the next era right now, and I might be able to do it if I'm lucky. Apparently these guys say I'm blood brother. That's cool. Trusting. Leery, careful. Let's try and get peace with these guys, I guess. And I'll take a technology from them if possible. I won't mind getting cargo docks from him. Let's see if I can do that. And I'll give him something for it as well. I can give him basically all my money for cargo docks, and he'll give me peace, basically. A bit expensive, you know, doing stuff at, you know, in the later game, but whatever. That was worth it just so I could get to next era, because now I can basically upgrade my troops, so to speak. I can go in here, I can get, like, these guys the next tier of stuff. Now, stuff I note, by the way, when you get to era 4, you actually get new types of equipment that are basically a little bit different. Ignore, like, all these, like, you know, Alright, you know what, I should probably explain a few things, by the way. There's been, like, a big change since the last time I was in the screen. And part of that big change is the fact that you see, like, all these different types of weapons that are now available to my guys. Some of these weapons, I'll note that they're sort of available based on, like, my sciences I have. So I picked up some sciences like these right here, these sciences, uncommon alloys and uncommon armor. I picked up this science here, exotic alloys. Basically, these sciences are giving me access to new, like, equipment, and they're basically shown as, like, the resource stuff. So if I go in here, you see this like little like titanium bow? It basically means if I use titanium, I can build a bow for this guy, or I can use like titanium to build like a legendary crossbow. So that's what this is all about. The glass steel 2 is like that. Same with like the paladin, like longbow, and basically this is all resource-based equipment, which is cool to use if you have the extra resources to use for them. Though I maybe want to keep them for other stuff myself. Though it might make sense to have like some of this other stuff. Like here's what I can basically do. Basically, I have access to like the iron crossbow here. But if you look at this, I have like this dust crossbow, and this is a result of basically getting like to the point where my guys can like use dust in their equipment. So like here's like the crossbow he's currently using. I can use like a dust crossbow, which is basically, if you look at it, just a bit more damage over what's basically got here. And if I wanted to use a resource basically to improve it further, so I can have like hugely powerful crossbows with some paladin here. You know what? Let's build a. Well, let's do this. We'll put paladin on his crossbow there. It'll basically take a little bit of production cost to build, but be kind of worth it in the end. And here's like a shield so you could get. You got a paladin shield, or this shield. I think it was given more defense. Here's the armor so he can wear. He can, there's like all different armors. I don't have like the titanium and glass steel because I don't have the armor tech for that. But I have like all the other ones here. So there's like adamantium, paladin, dust, iron. So as you can see, these stuff do different things here. If you look at this helmet, it basically gives him more health and more defense. The paladin would give him more initiative and more health. This would give him more attack and health. I like the idea of him being more buff, but he's also more of an attacker, so we can actually give him that, I think. This also gives him more initiative. And Dust one gives him more initiative over the other stuff, so I think we'll give him Dust Boots. So here's something I know about this game. You can sort of mix and match their equipment to basically have suit your needs. So if I want to, I can make it so they have this instead for their armor, the adamantium stuff. Depends on what you want to use the resources for, so to speak. And I have new army, accessory stuff as well, so you can have improved life, for example, which basically greatly improves his life. 40 plus life on a unit. You have improved attack, retaliation damage, group cohesion. What does this do? Ooh, he gets more morale, so that's an interesting thing. I think we'll just give him improved life now for this guy. So basically, here's my new type of marine design. They're basically more initiative is what they basically get, and they have more attack. Or actually, you know what? Maybe I'll go like this, and I'll give him the. That'll basically split the difference between the cost of my stuff here. Maybe I'll do that. So this is my new marine design. He's basically, divided between all this other stuff. And I'll use the glass steel for my whole resource stuff. Here's the Dawn Officer. Now, the Dawn Officer, he's got a special ability called Techno Lover. He'll basically do 50% to effect provided to equipment made of the same whole resource. So for him, it actually makes sense that I want to look and see what the glass steel stuff is like compared to the other stuff here. So, for example, I could give him this giant battle axe, the gust one, and over the other one, this basically means he does more damage. But if I was to give him a glass steel one, he would get 20 damage, 27 attack, 49 initiative. So he basically gets. All right, so this is probably comparable to these weapons, but I could, like, you know, if I was using, like, stuff like, say, like this, I could maybe get more, like, damage if I'm using this as, like, if my special resource type of thing. So this is, like, the thing about the voltage. You want to basically balance, like, you know, their, like, you know, holy resources versus the stuff you build them with. Sometimes. And I just go full dust for this stuff, more or less. And we'll give him regeneration and improved life for both of his things. So this guy's just full dust. Full on dust. Here's the Titan. They're also techno lovers, so they basically get the, you know, bonus from, like, you know, their equipment if it's available. So let's see here. I could give him these claws, which are basically going to enable him to sweep strike back. You know, looking at this stuff here, I kind of wonder what the point of, like, the sword might be. I suppose you want to make these guys really sturdy, you could put, like, a sword and shield on these guys, but I think I prefer the claws. And let's see here. If I put, like, the glass steel claws, I basically get more initiative on these guys. So if I put, like, glass steel claws on these guys, they basically would have 3-4 initiative, plus, because it's a holy resource, they would get 50% more, so you basically have, like, you know, they basically would get something like 50, 52, 54 initiative on top of what they already got. So giving them glass steel would really help them out. You could also give them this for more initiative again, more initiative. Now this guy is already using this thing over here for, like, you know, defense. I think I'll give him regeneration. Here's the dredge. Now this guy doesn't really matter if I give him, like, the whole resource for, like, defending himself or anything, so let's look at what he's got here. These guys have really poor initiative, the dredges, so thinking about it, it might make sense if I give him a hammer and shield at this point. Improved life and regeneration, maybe. Nah, he's good enough as is. We're not going to improve him too much. And this guy, we can probably just, you know, look at his stuff here. So I could give him more damage and exhaustion, or I could give him more damage and slow down. I think we'll give him that. Improve his life a little bit so he can take more hits. Give him that too, perhaps. Now, note, by the way, if I was to try and upgrade these guys, it'd be very difficult because I don't have the money. Because obviously, I just did the stuff there with that. But more so than that, it basically costs, like, a lot, basically, in my resources now, too. So it would take, basically, 36 titanium and 10.8, or 36 antimantium and 10.8 titanium to basically upgrade these guys now, if I was upgrading right now, in holy resources, or just any resource, rather. So, something to note. We can boost up my gold output by quite a bit, so we'll get through this real fast. I'm actually thinking about selling some of these diamonds. You've got to see me do this, but basically if you have, like, excess resources or something, you can sell them off. So I can go in here and I can start selling some emeralds basically here. And if I want to, I could sell, like, you know, several of them. So kind of like this, that you can basically sell these for, like, a bit of a, you know, bit of profit. So sell. Have a look at the luxuries here. You'll notice, by the way, that emeralds is basically 68. 78. So basically, I'm pushing these up a little bit more. Make a little bit of money from doing that. Oh, wow. Alex Tarash is around. This guy's a really good hero if you see him, by the way. This guy is a special hero that you basically can get through the anniversary of Endless games. Dungeon of the Endless Space, and Endless Legends. Basically, one time a year, there's like this event that pops up with like this guy being at the heart of it, or in the other games, something else. And it's basically this type of special hero that it's basically a haunt hero. The thing about this guy is that he's got these special skills that basically let him get more science. So science, initiative, science. You get the idea. Basically, science. There's really good science heroes, these guys. Anyhow, I'm going to have to make some money here so I can basically upgrade my troops. That'll be fine to do, though. And it's winter, so it'll be a little bit slower. Apparently these guys decided to close borders to me, so I can't enter the Nickerface borders anymore. Come on, mouse, please work for me. Okay, we're going to go through the pearls here to get those. If I see pearls, I'm going to take them, so where possible, I'm going to take those. And I'm tempted as a beeline just for this guy here, so... let's move toward him. You know, it's funny. Pearls are basically a recent thing that have been added. I guess you can only trade them to other players if you want to try and make money from them, so... if I want to, I could go to, like, the Drakken here, or... let's see, who's the lowest score guy? So the lowest score guys are the people who I probably want to go to war with. I suppose I could probably trade pearls with these guys if I want to try and get rid of them, so... what would we trade for these if I was to offer them? Dust really is valuable to these guys, so it'd be more so for this type of stuff, I think. Well, anyhow, let's keep moving toward this guy's capital. I'm literally going to hit the capital of the Allayi right from the start. It's interesting seeing this guy have a hero like this. This is an Allayi hero in the Drakken army. You can literally have any of the other factions' heroes, you know, available to yourself, so... it's worth pointing out. Alright, let's move up to attack these guys. So, I'm basically going to enter a siege of these guys, and the reason for doing it is to basically take out their fortifications. If I was to attack these guys right now, I'd basically be hitting 7 of their units with each of them having an additional 109 HP on top of them, because that's the fortification bonus. So, basically how fortifications work, if you attack to like a city like this right away, you go for fortifications on each of the units first, and then you go after their like health rate after that. So you want to sort of avoid it. Going after, you know... let's say when they're fully fortified. Cool. And cool, I got culture and doctoration, so I can manage to, like, you know, convert someone else into my empire now. Let's see here. I also want to possibly get... Let's get this here, because I'm going to be doing some expanding. Right now I've got like 100% approval rating, but that might drop as soon as I basically, you know, attack people. Now, I'm going to simulate these guys just for a damage boost I'm going to get here. I'm probably not going to worry about building like any actual Galderis, but, you know, just to sort of throw it out there. That's why I'm doing that. You know what, this is probably getting into a long episode, I think, at this point, so I'm going to save the game here. We'll pick up our war next time I play. For now, I think this is a good stopping point, because we've managed to smash down their army, I've managed to upgrade my guys a little bit. We got ourselves an alliance, stuff is happening. For now, just take care.